The way you love me, oh, oh, too much, oh, it's too much, oh, 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 it's too much, oh, it's too much, oh. You know, my name is Judah, and that's one of the latest track coming out. Just watch out. The way you love me so much. God loves us. Yeah, go on in my focus.
This year, this year, this year, this year.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, na, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jah will make a way. Oh, Jah will make a way. This year, oh, we go make a. Oh, yeah, yeah, we go make a. We go make a. Oh, yeah, yeah, we go make a. We go make a. Oh, yeah, we go make a. We go make a. Oh, yeah, yeah, we go make a. We will rise up. Oh, yeah, yeah, we will rise and shine. This year, this year.
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 Oh my God. Oh.
This year, this year.
Oh. Who is Sajuda? I'll say Sajuda is a man of many gifts and many talents, and that's my stage name. And you know, while growing up, people have been calling me different names. You know, I tried different names to be known by. They called me the General. People they've known me to be Mr. Fokonsi. Not until like I think 2010 or 2011, that was when I got inspired to be called Sajuda. I've been using that name. I'm the last born of my mom, so that's why most times I act like a last born. And also, my dad is a pastor. He has his church in Nigeria. And yeah, I would say that's who Sajuda is. Sajuda is a singer, he's a poet, he's a writer, he's a public speaker, he's also an IT consultant. Like I said, I've tried a series of names before I arrived at Sajuda. And like I said, they've known me to be the General, they've known me to be Mr. Fokonsi. But later, as time went by, through inspiration from God, I got a revelation, and you know, maybe I think it's in my dream where I got the name Judah, and I started using Judah as a name. Not until when I went to a show sometime back then, and in that show I saw another guy who is called Sajuda. So Sajuda was the Meji Lojo Agbo. So how do we now differentiate one from the other? So that was when I adopted, you know, because I'm a Man U fan. So our coach then was Sir Alex Ferguson. And I know that Sir is one of the top honor they can give you in England. So that was how I adopted that, giving myself the highest honor and merging it with Judah. So that's how I got to be called Sir Judah. That was how Sir Judah came into being. I would say, you know, if you're giving birth in Nigeria, some things are just like challenging to you. It's not like we are poor, and it's not like we are that rich. My parents are not poor, they are not rich, but we are, I would say we are the middle class people. So I've lived in different places while I was in Nigeria. I lived in different places. I lived, okay, if you talk BBC Gongon, at Papa Road. So that's why you see me, Ebute Meta and me. My Ebute Meta people are also here in America. If you see Jamstars, many of them, Ebute Meta. So from there, I moved to Ikorodu. From Ikorodu, I grew up, I think I spent like 2-3 years in Ikorodu before I now moved to Lawansing. And that was why I know so many places in Lagos. So, so Moti Beni Lawansing, Moti Beni Kotson, Moti Beni Jakonde Estate, Moti Leko, CMS, Ile Waluani, Odunlami Street. So I've stayed in so many places, and I think that's all those things, the experience I gathered living in those places are what made me who I am today. Because, you know, there's nothing you tell me to to do that I can't do. I always find it easy to blend into different environments because I've lived in all those environments and I know how they, the behavior and what they all like. So while growing up, those are the things that I've experienced and those are the places that I've lived in. My style of music, I won't say I have a definite style of music or I have a specific pattern. Like I told you, I live I've lived in different places in Nigeria, and that's because of that exposure. That's how that's what how would I say this? That's one of the things that make me versatile. Pattern orin tí mo lè kọ. I can take different pattern of song. Bó jẹ́ Fuji ni mo lè kọ. I know man àwọn Òṣùpá díẹ̀díẹ̀. Òṣùpá is one of my Fuji artists who I really learn a lot from him. Because he has all this word of knowledge. Pepe Ijile Yoba, you can learn from him. So, because I have some Fuji music, some Fiji songs which I've put out there, and one of them is Ọba tó tọ́ náà dákan wá tán ògo tèmi kíákíá káyé lè mọ lógo mi kọ́dẹ̀ lè gbà wípé wọ́n ní dáàdì mi ìwọ ṣá ló dá mi ìwọ ṣá ní pílà mi mo gbójúlé ọba bàrèrè gbọ́ tèmi kì má ṣàkóbàtà fẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ mi ò láyé. That's Fuji. So if I want to sing Fuji, I can sing Fuji. Also, if it is Juju, I have Juju music too, and I have contemporary songs too. I have some, I would just say my style of music, like I used to tell people, is trado contemporary. Imagine traditional music with contemporary music, infusioning it together and integrating it and then producing good sounds to people. So that's the kind of music I think I do. I'll say because those are part of the reasons why I'm doing music, because it's not just for me, it's for everybody out there, and the main objective is to lift their spirit and heal their soul, heal their mind, lift their spirit. That's the main objective of my music, and that's why I choose music. Like you said, I could have chosen any other vocation. It's not like I don't have any other thing, but my one thing, the only thing on my list, okay, let me say the number one thing on my list is music, and everybody knows. And yeah, music is my life. Well, aside from music, like I'm a public speaker. I speak to young people on leadership purpose, and I also have a non-government organization called ANS, which is Awakening Nigerian Spirituality. And when I was in Nigeria, we had some seminars, lectures. We go to schools to teach all those young kids on how to be a leader and finding their purpose. And I still have the vision to continue it, but for now it's on hold because I have so many things I'm doing. And I'm an IT professional. I'm an IT consultant. Majorly, I based in my area of specialization is database management system. So I train people. I also co-own a school where we train, we facilitate trainings, and also I'm a consultant in that area too. And so those are things that I do. And also I own my record label where we try to promote young artists and give them a voice, give them a stage where they can showcase their talent. And these things are things that they are all in the seed stage right now, because we have a lot of plans, but because of so many things which we have going on, the plan has not yet kicked off. But in the nearest future, just keep watch out for what we'll be doing in terms of promoting people, helping people find their vision, their passion, their purpose, and also aside from that, giving them a stage where they can be known worldwide. So those are things that we plan to do in the nearest future. And also that apart from that, I do MCs, I do live band artists, and I manage artists, and I write books. Watch out for my book. My book is also coming up soon. Life as a prophet. Well, I won't say it's easy, and I won't say it's tough, but you just need to find a balance. Life is about balance. You have to balance your social life with your spiritual life. So many times I get people, because I have so many people I mentor, they always tell me, how do you try to balance this thing? Like, as a prophet, we expect you to, you don't need to be a fashionista, or you don't need to be this, you don't need to be in vogue, like dressing up and doing all those stuff. But I tell them, because your spiritual doesn't mean you should lose touch of the reality of the environment you are in. You are in the world, even though you are not of the world, but at least you are still in the world, and you need to make you need to find a balance on how to live a fulfilled life. So for me, life as a prophet, I think daily I just live myself. I throw myself upon the grace of God to lead me and guide me as I go. Some people don't even know. They'll say, "Is he really a prophet?" Like, he doesn't even act like a prophet. Like I said, I'm not an actor. God doesn't even look for actors. You understand? He's not interested in those that act. He wants the sincere you. And to me, I'm very sincere with my God and tell him, God, this is me. And life as a prophet is just that to me. People, you don't need to announce yourself. Oh yeah, I'm a prophet. Or you go everywhere. Yeah. Let God speak through you. When I have a message, if God directs me to give you a message, I'll give you. If God doesn't direct me, Moshe Babalawu. People will call me and say, "Oh, everyone say, well, no, it doesn't work that way." It is what God tells me to tell you that I'll tell you. And everybody has their prophet, like I always tell them. And because you come to me and I pray and it doesn't get answered, doesn't mean God is not with me or God is not using me. God have assigned your prophet some way. So mine is just to intercede for you, and it is for God to answer that prayer or not to answer it. Don't let me even go there, because that will look like preaching. But life as a prophet, and I want to use that to advise other people out there. Try to find a balance with between your spirituality and your personal life, and make sure that everything you do, you are giving God all the glory. I would say I won't say I don't have regrets, but I would say everything has always been a lesson. To me, everything I've experienced in life is a lesson to me, and I'm still learning. So, but one thing I said to myself, I think the beginning of this year is because I'm getting old. I'm beginning to see that even the people don't even know. They'll say, you look like 20-something. I said, yeah, I'm that. But what I keep telling myself is I'm trying to limit my regrets so that even when I get to 50 or 60 or 70, I won't have much things to regret about. But, we live every day, we learn every day. There have been challenges in this journey, and there have been difficulties, there have been ups and downs. We've went through so many things, but yet God has been faithful. All I just want to encourage everyone out there is also just stay true to your God. Regardless of what you're going through, you come out strong, because God is always there. He's faithful to his word. Only God can be trusted. So I would say I don't have regrets, and all has been lesson, and we're still learning. I always use this thing. I said MMMLLL, made many mistakes, but learned a lot of lessons. And that's how life is. In life, you make mistakes, but you have to learn from them. The lesson that you pick from all those mistakes is what really matters, so that you don't repeat the same mistake twice. Happiest day. Every day is a happy day for me. Today, can say I'm laughing. You filming me now is making me happy. So, my happiest day, I won't say there's any specific happy day or happiest day for me. Every day has always been a happy day. That's why you see me smile a lot, laugh a lot. And the reason is because the Lord has been faithful. There has been so many events in my life that has caused me to be, ecstatic. But I'll just keep it to that. Leave it at that. That every day is happy day for me, and it's still gonna be happy day for me. Ọjọ́ ayọ̀ lọ́jọ́ òní. Every day is ọjọ́ ayọ̀. Well, I would leave you with this word. Let me say it that way. And it's the word that they've been telling me while growing up. I grew up with these words, and I always like sharing it. On mẹ́ta ló máa ń sọ fún mi gbà yẹn. Bí Fẹ́mi. Bí ọ̀yìn máa ń pè mí wọ́n ní Fẹ́mi. Ohun mẹ́ta yìí ni mo fẹ́ kó o mọ̀. Wọ́n ní gbẹ́kẹ̀lé Olúwa, má ṣọ̀lẹ, má ṣe ohun tó máa bẹ̀ ẹ́ lórúkọ jẹ́. Those three things are very important. Believe in God. Don't be lazy, and don't do anything that will spoil your name or your reputation. Now, what does that mean? God can do everything. You don't in your life. See, people will only lift you high to a certain point. They can't lift you high above themselves. It is only God that can take you to the height that you need to get to. Nobody can help you beyond their power. And believe me, people will even fail you. I want to remember and that's why you need to always believe in God. If you want to start a business today, believe in God. Who I am today is as a result of my belief in God. I believe that God can do anything, and that's why I always go in the strength of that word. And that is what I live by. Then the second thing, now you may believe in God, that won't get you to your place of destination. You understand? So there are so many lazy Christians. They will be saying, in Jesus' name, but they are lazy. That's why things are not working for them. And that's why the people of the world, but I mean, one Lord church, when they make here, yeah, because they are not lazy. They don't die in church. They don't. I used to tell people, every prayer that shifts all responsibility to God is an irresponsible prayer, because you need to take responsibility too. Mashallah, when you know that you need to study, when you know that you need to do this, do it. People always ask me, where do you see the strength? You go to school, you are doing your PhD, you are a musician, you do training, you do all those things. Where do you get the strength from? I don't know too. But one thing I don't like doing is I don't like to be idle. More like Mashole. So Mashole, then you'll be successful. Then the third thing, like I said, reputation is very important. Orúkọ burúkú kò ṣe orúkọ rere ó sàn ju múdà àti fàdákà lọ. Protect your name, guide your name with everything. Even God himself kò kí ẹ̀ nípa nǹkan mi. Orúkọ ẹ̀, ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀, àwọn nǹkan tó treasure nìyẹn. So you to treasure your word, treasure your name, and the sky will be your starting point. See, mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ o, and you too, no ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Regardless of wherever, be a pastor or something, ibẹ̀ kọ́ ni ayé mọ́. We still have so many things to get done. So don't believe in God, don't be lazy, and then don't do anything that will spoil your name. Believe me, if you hold on to those three things every day, then you will get to your point that you need to get to. You get to that place of glorification. That be our life or conceit.